was completely wet by the time I got to work. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I had the window down or whatever, but I mean, no air stirring or anything. Like,
I'm not ready for this heat again, man. I mean, that film that I put like that tent on, you know, on the window, but it helps. It seems to help a little bit, but I'm still dreading like a super brutal hot day. You know?
Well, as soon as I get home, after seeing what that's done, I can tell a difference in here.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell a difference. And like, dude, like, I'm going to go buy some of those damn things as soon as, from Amazon to put on my house is weird, but you wouldn't believe this, but there's only one section of my house that's hot as fuck, and it's my mom's room. She don't ever use it. She sleeps in a fucking recliner.
Yeah.
All right, like, so I'm gonna literally like block that area off because that's where all the hot air is coming into the house. The door going to the attic is in her closet.
Yeah.
That's part of it. The vents don't work in her, like the air conditioner vents don't work in her bedroom. And not only that, but the evening sun is just beaming down. That's where the evening
it'll cook
sun,
it. Yeah, it'll cook
and like it you can in the evening you can literally feel the heat just coming out.
Yeah.
You walk down the hallway and it's like every step goes up 10 degrees until you get in front of her room. And like once you get in front of her room, it's like, God, fucking, it's ridiculous. I'm going to say in front of her room, it feels like 80 degrees.
Well, they have those like little like mini AC unit things. Have you seen those?
I've got a window unit.
It's like, well, yeah, there's the window units.
I've got a window unit out in my garage.
There's these new things that it's like a strip you put over the door or something. Have you seen those? They're like $300-$400 or something. But they're supposedly work pretty good. I've seen one before. They're like the newer version. It's like a little bit smaller than like a big box AC unit.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember this one guy from work that I was working at this factory job for like a year. And this guy was like, I'll let you borrow an AC unit. And he just one day just brought it to me, this huge AC unit. But I was like, I don't know how to like install this thing. Like, I feel like it's just going to fall out of the window if I try to put it in the window, you know?
Yeah.
But I just never got around to putting it in. And it's like, it's still, our AC kind of still worked to a degree, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I just didn't bother with it. But
well, the only thing I hate about those window units, now they've got a new style of window unit where it looks like a upside down U. And it's made that way the window can shut quite a ways and there's only a strip of it that's open.
Yeah.
But the old style window units, your window had to be completely open for them to go in the window. And it's let through the sides. It's even with those things out, like they get these wings that go out and like cover up the space or whatever. But even with those out, like it's still like that's a piece of plastic compared to a pane of glass. Like,
well, that's what I was trying to look up. Like, I knew there was like 3M insulation tape, and then I started looking at it. It was like it keeps the hot in and the cold out. I was like, what the fuck? That's not what I want. I need the opposite. What the fuck?
Well, it's the same thing. If it's insulated.
Well, that's what I thought. But
think of a thermos, okay?
Yeah.
Because a thermos can keep something hot. A thermos can keep something cold.
Yeah.
And it's the same damn shit.
Well,
if you took
you think that would help putting some like insulation tape on the window?
I mean, it would hinder you being able to open your windows.
Well, just for the summer. I mean, I could take it off, I guess, whenever.
Yeah, you could take it off or whatever afterwards. But like, I mean, hell, just putting duct tape around it like would help a fuck ton.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that's those little flower designs. I don't know if that's something on the inside or the outside.
No, that's a tent as well. That's like that's the same kind of thing. It's just on there with soap.
But if it's
soapy water.
But what I'm saying is if you put tape over that, like if tape goes over that in any way and you've got to take the tape off, you might rip it.
Right, it might peel it off, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
But dude, air front door, we've tried everything with it and like,
well, they have those little draft things on the door. Does that help? Those little bottom draft thing? You know
well, no, because like, yeah, they're thick and stuff like that and whatnot, and they'll block the draft, but you can't bump them. If you come in carrying groceries and it touches them, you've done ripped the whole thing off.
Yeah, or you slice your toe open.
Yeah, like
I could see that too. If you didn't have
And
shoes.
I've got something. Now there is something like if you've got a draft coming underneath the door from outside, they sell these things. It's like a two. It looks like two small foam floaties for
Yeah.
like a pool, and the door slides in between them. They go in a piece of fabric, and the door it slides underneath the door.
Okay.
That works pretty good. The only
Yeah.
bad thing is whenever you go to open the door all the way, it pushes it out. So every now and again, you've got to kick it back in. That way, it'll shut flush.
That's probably annoying.
At the end of the day, though, I'm thinking about just renting a cooler from a restaurant and just living in there through the summer.
I know, man. Sometimes I would just open up the freezer and just.
I mean, seriously, like think about this at Charlie's. Like, think about being able to be in a like have a bed set up in the walk-in without all the fucking shelves.
I did drugs in the walk-in. I got
drugs in the freezer.
Jerked off in the walk-in.
You got one on me. I never got that. I almost saw a titty in the walk-in.
It was like a one-stop shop.
Yeah. That girl wanted $20 for.
It's hard to get it up too. It's gold.
when that wind comes sweeping through the plane, it ain't doing nothing.
Gotta focus.
I've always wondered how people do that bullshit.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, I probably didn't get off. I probably just barely got there. Have you heard of that girl that there's some girl that's she killed some girl in Knoxville a long time ago. She was like, her name's Krista Gale Pike. You heard of that?
Yeah, that sounds very familiar.
She murdered a girl. She lured a girl out when she was like 18. She lured this girl out. She was jealous of her, and she was like, "Hey, I got some weed," and like lured her out into the woods. And her like Marine boyfriend killed her. She's like 8. The girl that they killed was like 19. Her name was Colleen Slemmer. Yeah, Slemmer. They carved like a pentagram into her fucking chest. It was just fucking crazy. But this girl she got the death sentence, right? Her death date is coming up, like on September 30th.
Damn.
Yeah, it's coming up. And like, this bitch is crazy, man. She tried to strangle this other like prisoner at one point in prison. She tried to like escape, and like there was like a prison escape. She tried to like get away. That was something else. Oh, I think it was like where it was at. It was it was near like it was some abandoned steam plant near the University of Tennessee. I don't know what they mean by that abandoned steam plant. They're talking about those huge like columns. Is it near that? Because that's kind of close to the University of Tennessee. You know what I'm talking about?
Abandoned steam plant.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. That's what it said online.
A steam plant usually has gigantic stacks.
That's what I thought. And I remember, when you're on the interstate and you're going down like south, I guess, right? South?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of towards where
UT Hospital.
Yeah,
that's Roman Haas. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That's Roman Haas. That's a chemical plant.
Okay, so maybe it's somewhere near there or something. I don't
know. Could be because that's kind of in a rough area.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out exactly where this took place, but that's so crazy, man. And there's like footage of this girl, like too, and like when she got her execution date too, and she's just freaking out. Ah! But she's definitely a bad seed.
See, I don't people
kill somebody just because she was jealous over her boyfriend, like this girl. Like that's
and
wild.
Then he helped kill.
You're 18. Yeah, that's wild.
I don't understand people getting so emotionally distraught.
Right, like
I mean, there was a time where I was emotionally distraught and stuff like that, but
I think at a certain point
it takes so much energy.
Yeah,
and so much time to follow through with something like that, because I went through a bad breakup one time, and like, I'm not gonna say I didn't have thoughts like that, but like to have the energy to do that damn shit and stuff like that, like, it's not. You don't just pick it up on a whim. It's not something that you just, okay, this weekend I'm gonna go do it. Like, people think going and killing somebody's like, I guess, like suicide. Like, they make a plan and they want to do it or something like that. But
You're
like,
saying like it's probably more impulsive for the most
it's
part.
not impulsive, is what I'm saying. I'm saying everybody thinks that kind of stuff is on impulse.
Oh, people think it's on impulse.
Yeah, people think it's more impulsive and stuff like that. But it takes, like, especially if she had her and her boyfriend.
Yeah,
they talked about that for weeks before.
Right. Everybody has, like, the thought or even the I'm gonna kill that motherfucker type.
Yeah, I mean, well, feeling. If you drive in traffic, like,
right, everybody's said that before, but it's like a normal human being is supposed to let that go after a certain point. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
not hold on to that. I heard this thing the other day. It was like the psychopath or the sociopath test, whatever. And it was like a story, and it's supposedly, I'll try it out on you. It'll be fun.
I'm probably gonna fail.
No, you won't. It's like a test to see, like, how you respond to the story, like if you might be like a sociopath, basically. So, okay, here's the story. I'll use the story. A man shows up to a funeral, and he sees this beautiful woman and her shit, I gotta think about it for a second.
Don't fuck it up. My rep's on the line. My rep is on the line.
Your rep is on the line. I gotta think about it for a second. He sees a beautiful woman, and he decides that, oh, here it is. Yeah, he sees a beautiful woman, and he decides that he's going to kill her mother. Why does he do that? At the funeral.
I ain't got no fucking idea.
Right, yeah.
Like, if I even guessed the shot in the dark.
Yeah, just guess. Like,
just guess?
Right, I think you've already passed.
He wanted her alone.
Right. The answer should, like,
all to himself.
It should come naturally. It should come quickly, and it should be like, oh, it's the fastest way to see her again. But you're not a crazy person, so you don't think that way. But you know what I mean? You don't think that's the fact. But you kind of, sort of, like, understand that it's like, oh, he's probably wanting to get to her, like, just because of the nature of the test, because I kind of set it up the wrong way. But you get it. Like, it's like that's like the quickest. Like, a sociopath doesn't have, like, a moral qualm about that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just the fastest way to see her again.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. I might have fucked it up, though, a little bit. Who knows?
No, I mean, like,
but it's very similar if I did fuck it up. And who knows if that's even, like, a true thing or whatever. But it's like I think some psychiatrist or something invented it as something he, like, tested out on prisoners. And he found, like, that was, like, that was, like, the thing that they would say the most. Oh, that's the fastest way to see her again.
Well, I mean, also, in saying that, does that mean that a sociopath doesn't want a long-term relationship?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they only think in short-term.
Yeah, like I mean, that's what I'm saying. The sociopaths only.
There's nothing wrong with killing the mom to see her again. It's just the quickest way to get to see her again.
And, like, but long term, like, it
doesn't matter that if it'll have an emotional impact on her or whatever. That's, who cares? Or they'll deal with that, or they'll use that to manipulate her, or so, you know what I mean? Maybe that's some part of it.
I don't know.
It's interesting though. I was thinking of this other thing too the other day. This one time, I was like, this is when I was 18. I was just, like, really crazy. And I was really crazy when I was 18 because I was, like, trying to score some coke from this guy that I knew from work. like one of his friends or something. This was like before, I'd only ever smoked weed at this point, maybe drank alcohol. So it was just like me wanting to like do something, I just wanted to try something.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we went through this kind of older guy at work. His name was Mike. And he had these friends that lived in this, that was basically a trap house. I mean, he took us over to this trap house, and inside we get there, and he's like, oh, they don't have any coke, man.
Now you already know that's a lie.
Yeah, they only have the hard stuff. It's like the hard stuff. What?
What the fuck is the hard stuff? You asked for coke.
They don't have that soft stuff. I was like, what? I wanted the soft stuff.
Oh, so they got crack.
Yeah, that's what they meant. So at that point, I mean, I'm sure he would already like knew that.
I'm surprised they didn't get like some kind of fucking nutmeg grinder and like grind one of them rocks down and be like, here's your coke.
But just because I'm a young guy, it's like, I'm just like, fuck, I guess I'm hanging out with these guys for a while. And I'm just hanging out in this trap house for a while.
Smoking some crack.
And at one point, I guess, we had been over there maybe like 3 or 4 times, a few times. And this guy was like really weird, this crack dealer. Imagine that.
Yeah, right.
He was a little strange. Because I remember one time he was like, maybe this was the same day, because we're gonna.
You
go.
Came back the same day. You definitely got some.
No, we didn't come back the same day. It was a different day. It's probably the next day, but we probably only went over there like a handful of times, maybe 5 times total. But like there was this one time where we were like, we're gonna go to a party, because we knew this hippie kind of stoner girl, like a Esther Thurman kind of girl, Shit, I probably shouldn't have said her first and last name, but whatever. Like a hippie kind of girl, and I don't know how we knew her, but we knew we knew her, and she was having a party. It was like a small party, right, in this like apartment complex, and she invited me and Tommy, and I don't know why we thought that was a good idea, but we were like, she's like, hey guys, do you want to go to the crack dealers? Really, you want to go to this party? And so we get inside our friend's like van with like, but first of all, it's like the crack dealer guy, he's like, pick me up. And we're like, we're in the parking lot. He's like, no, pick me up in front of the building. We're like, what? Like, drive up here in front of the building and pick me up. We're like, okay.
They always got one request.
Yeah.
Always.
We pick him up.
Bring me a hamburger.
Yeah, we pick him up. And we're just, we're blaring 3-6 Mafia, smoking a blunt, riding to this party. And I'm sure I don't know what they were expecting. But it's not the party they were expecting, because we get into this party, and they just like look at us. It's just like a little low key hippie party. Some people are smoking weed. They look at me. They look at the friend. They're like, what? They're like, nah, man, we're getting out of here. They just bounce immediately. But it was just, God, it was hilarious. Yeah, I brought crack dealers to like a party one time. Yeah.
That's funny.
And then I think I also I think at that party I had brought this contraption with me. It was a air mattress pump attached to all these tubes. I was like a Rick and Morty for weed. They would get you out there. Like, you gotta turn this on, and then you can't stay on too long, or you'll throw up.
Good God.
Yeah, that was me at 18 for sure. Oh man, I got some more stories too if you want.
Me at 18 was totally different than me at 23. Like, yeah. I grew up a whole lifetime between 18 and 23. 18, like, I was homeschooled, so I really didn't experience life until I got my job over at Charlie's.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I didn't do nothing. I didn't even cuss.
That was your education for. That was your socialization.
Yeah, I guess you would say that. Like, then I ran that shit. I'm playing.
That's a good way to, I always find that I like the homeschool people more though because they're not
They don't have to have attention.
yeah. Yeah.
No, I
Well,
mean like, and they don't understand clicks. You get taught like whenever you're homeschooled, and I'm not downing anybody in high school, but when you're homeschooled, you could sit there and say, "Oh, well, you're not social, and you don't know." How to
you're
do
more of
it."
an independent thinker.
But like, I don't get into like as a guy. I don't know what it would be called for a girl, but as a guy, I don't get into broski mentality.
Yeah.
Okay, like, yeah, look, come over. We'll have some beers. We're gonna have some dogs, or we'll have some barbecue or something like that. We'll just make a day of it. Like, I don't get into that. Not saying I don't like to eat and get like have a beer or something like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not what's on the plate; it's how it's served.
Yeah, the
And
clicky
like,
attitude.
because every time I've gotten in a situation where somebody says that, there's always somebody that gets drunk, pissed off, and needs the cops called on them.
Yeah, right.
Every single
It
time.
becomes a problem, or is
Yeah.
arguing with their girlfriend.
Well, it doesn't matter what it is.
That's the worst. one.
Like, somebody will always flip out and start throwing bricks or something like that, like they're fucking Donkey Kong.
When somebody's like in a toxic relationship and you're like trying to deal with them,
Oh, yeah, they're in a toxic relationship. Yeah, that's the last. And that always happens too. That would always happen at Charlie's. We'd always go like, we'd always have some kind of gathering or something like that. And every single time somebody would have some kind of breakup flip out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everybody took their fucking turns. Everybody took their turns.
It was nuts, man.
It seemed like somehow I even got thrown in that crap.
That reminds me of that party where Kelly Chandler was thinking South America was Mexico, or no, she thought what did she think? She thought South
America. We lived in South America.
She thought we lived in South America. God, that was cracking me up.
Went to school for fucking 12 years and never saw a map.
I was telling somebody about the story about how her and Sarah Carmichael, I guess that's same people's last names. Her and Sarah came over one time, to my house, like to like watch a movie or something,
To your house?
Yeah.
With Kelly?
No, Kelly wasn't there. She was in France, I think. It was in another country.
That's the funny thing about those girls, though. I don't mean nothing bad by it, but they both start up like they're going to like jump on the same one.
Yeah.
And then after that, they do nothing but cock block each other.
Yeah.
No, that's my girl. I'm not going to sit there and go out. You showed up at the same fucking time with her. How you going to sit there and say, no, that's my girl? What the fuck is that?
Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, nothing happened. I mean, but it definitely could have. You know what I mean? It could have for sure. Definitely felt like it could have for sure.
I know that's just the way it feels. Trust me.
That was.
I only felt that way one time, and God, was it before she started going out with John?
I think that a lot of that was just she was. It was around when she was dating John too, because that was like when she was really miserable.
Oh yeah,
I should say that.
No, she really was.
She was really miserable.
Then that cloud of shit went over there to
like
yeah, like, and I've seen that affect more than one woman.
You're like it affects
the same. Like
it affects the soul.
Yeah. After so long, you're just wore down. You're just like, I don't give a fuck about Sports Center. Like, I don't give a goddamn about Sports Center. I guarantee you every time they heard, nah, 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 they just got turned off and dried up.
Oh, God.
But no, the closest I ever felt like that, dude, like.
It did happen to multiple women, for sure, yeah.
I went over to her house, and at this time, this is for a brief period. She was staying the night. She was staying the night with her sister. And it was her older sister and her younger sister had come by. Her younger sister, I was nuts over.
I feel like
God.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah, a long time ago.
Dude, look, it was between Sarah was the youngest, and I can't remember what the girl's name was at the oldest, but I do remember the other girl's name. Then the other one was Kelsey, and oh my God, Kelsey, that girl walked by like my fire. You could tell she was hell on wheels. You could tell it like from a mile away, and like most people would look at it and be like, "Oh no, I don't want to get in the middle of that." My stupid ass would be like, "Bring it on,
bring it on!"
Like,
did you hear about that guy that he had like a tree branch? It was like up in the air. And we were going to talk about it at one point, and
I don't ever remember talking about a tree.
Well, we were going to bring it up. I brought it up for a second, but we didn't really get into it on like a previous episode. But it just was like dangling there in the air, and he was like taking videos, and he was like, I don't know what it is, and blah, 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 and it went super viral. And he came out like a few weeks later and was like, yeah, it was fake. It was just like fishing wire or something hanging up there. But it got everybody like freaking out about it. And even so, I was like, it's got to be like, you see that sometimes like a leaf is like hanging there. It kind of looks like it's suspended by like a spider web or something, you know?
Oh, I mean? Yeah, okay.
It was kind of like that kind of thing.
Now, I am going to tell you something I saw.
But okay. It's like, but he made a bunch of money off it from all the, fucking virality of it, He's like, I don't want anybody, I'm not making videos anymore at one point because I don't want the men in black to come and take it down. It was just like, just stupid shit.
Playing his part. Playing his part. But like, no, I did see something kind of like that. But I know enough of the science behind it to know why it did it. And it wasn't for a long time, but it still was enough to freak you out. So I was at work the other day, and there's a couple trees behind work. This is probably not the other day, probably like 2 weeks ago. It's really fucking hot outside, and I mean really fucking hot outside.
Yeah.
One of those that it was so hot outside when you walked outside, you could feel the heat coming up from the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, like that fucking hot. Well, I go to take a smoke break. Well, all of a sudden, no, I'm sorry. That's whenever I got there. Whenever I go back out for a smoke break, it was still, you could still feel the heat coming up from the earth, but you could feel the wind blowing too because it was getting ready to rain. While I was sitting out there smoking, the rain starts coming down. And I kid you not, there was a tree branch, probably about, I can't really call it a branch, but like a twig with leaves on it. But there was probably like 6 leaves on it, and it's probably about that long.
Yeah.
Okay, and it had a couple of other branches that came off of it. But the way the leaves was compared to the stick size, it was more like a parachute. Like there was a lot of leaf area compared to stick weight.
Right.
Okay. But it starts flying down from like a treetop or whatever. And once it gets to be about 8 feet, 7 to 8 feet off the ground, it pauses there for 30 seconds.
Like in front of you, just paused?
It literally just paused. But I know it was still spinning.
Yeah.
Like it was spinning, falling, and then it just paused. And then it started to slowly fall. But what that was is where that water was hitting the ground and all that heat vapor was coming out of the ground. Like all that vapor was just holding it up, suspending it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because at the time, what made it start falling is the wind kicked back up again.
Right.
So it was just like a brief pause in between the wind, but like it literally blew my mind. I've never seen anything like that. It literally happened right in front of my face. But
there's so much cool shit that is probably explainable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If we just knew, but it's just so interesting. I saw this video.
Well, not only that, but you only know what you know.
Yeah.
And like whenever it comes to weather, like whenever I was dating that girl in Kentucky, I'm used to down here. Okay. Down here when it snows, it's quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't hear nothing. Up there, they have thunder snow.
What the hell? Oh, because like it's falling or something? Like what?
No, like, okay, like here, if we get snow, it's like where a storm cells come through, but I don't know if it's because we don't get enough wind or what, but like there's no positive charge in the atmosphere for the negative charge that's coming through with the storm front to cause the thunder.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I'm not lying. Like, you would literally hear thunder while it was snowing up there.
Damn.
And like, that like to freak me out.
Yeah, that'll freak you out. Yeah.
And not only that, but like, we don't get wind down here unless it's like damn near tornado style.
Right.
Up there, that's a normal rain.
Yeah, that's
like if a storm comes along, I'm not lying whenever I say this. I was standing on a porch and there was at least a 16-foot awning going to the left and water was blowing in from there.
Shit.
Like, and I'm like, holy fuck, my foot's wet. And they're like, oh, well, the water's blowing in. I was like, from 10 yards away?
That's wild. I saw this video recently. It was like this guy had left his phone on and it was like recording. It was like this old house that he was like renovating or something that he was trying to sell. And you see him like literally walk down the steps and walk off. And then you see this like fucking shadow go like walk right behind them like a few seconds later. It's so fucking creepy. And like, fuck, it could be fake, but damn. Just the way the shadow, it was like, I don't know how you could fake that shadow descending like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of how high up it was. And it literally like was like making a sound. It was like a different shape than the guy too, because the guy's shadow made a shape, you know? There was a whole different, like, it was like a bigger shape, you know? It was like a big guy. Even the steps were different. Like, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you could hear the steps.
You could hear the steps. It
Shit.
was wild. Yeah, I'll have to find it, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's probably fake, but fuck, it's wild. And then
okay, speaking of fake and wild.
Fake and wild.
So, I don't know if I told you this or not. If I did, just stop. But when me and you was been around the time we would have started Charlie's, there was a show that came on the History Channel called Monster Quest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was trash.
Yeah.
Like, just flat out going to tell you, it was absolute trash.
Like ancient alien type show.
Well, no, this was
not
was
as good, but
this was worse.
Yeah.
This was like the Curse of Oak Island, how they're always hunting for something.
Yeah.
And they never fucking find it.
Here's a button that we found.
Yeah. But no, at least Curse of Oak Island, they found it, but they didn't find shit. And Monster Quest. And for some reason, it went on for fucking 4 seasons.
Trying to find like Sasquatch or something?
Yeah, it would be like Sasquatch or whatever. They came out with a new season. All right?
Yeah.
They revamped the whole thing. And they should have called it something else. They should have called it like Monster Story or something like that.
Yeah.
Because this has nothing to do with Monster Quest. This is going to be my favorite show on TV. It's nothing but like cryptids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of different areas. They do it documentary style.
Yeah.
Like, people are coming in and they're telling their story. Here's where it gets really good. They take AI graphics and make whatever the fuck these people say they're seeing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That's fucking badass. Dude.
Yeah, I like that.
And honestly, the shit creeped me out so fucking bad that I left work the other day, and like, I'm always one that I can walk in the dark, whatever, and stuff like that. But some of this stuff, like, there was only one season of it. It's like season 5 of Monster Quest, and it's where they revamped it. And I'm not lying, like, it's worse doing the 7-day trial, binge watching it, and then canceling the trial.
Like, wait, what's it on?
History Channel.
The History Channel, yeah.
Like, it's still Monster Quest, but it's not the stupid one. They don't go out and hunt for a damn thing. It's just people telling their stories or whatever of how they've interacted with certain monsters. Sometimes it's the same monsters. Sometimes it's not the same monster.
I think the Sasquatch stuff probably gets a bad rap. You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's another thing. Like, I can actually handle this.
Yeah.
Because there are Sasquatch stories on there. All right? But most of the Sasquatch stories, it's always first person telling the story. Like, this is what happened. There's only one story where 2 people's telling it, and it's because they're twins, and it happened to both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's only one person telling the story from their point of view.
It's hard, too, because it's like, you know, I was watching this podcast the other day where they were talking about how much the CIA has fucked around with like all this shit, like UFOs, cryptids, everything. They put out so much misinformation to cover up the real stuff. Because there's like real information, there's real true things, but if you put enough shit into the air, then people are just like, oh yeah, it's all that crazy shit. You know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to even know what that baseline truth is. And it's like you kind of have to look as far into the past as you can to look for like some newspaper clipping from the 1800s or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To try to find something that gives you some like
virility.
Yeah, right. That gives you something that you can go off of.
At the end of the day, that's what they do with news.
Yeah.
Like they give so much misinformation that, and they try to blame people like, oh, the misinformation is coming from these people making false claims on the news and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. When it comes to conspiracy theories, a lot of times it takes about 4 or 5 years for that shit to come out and it be true.
Yeah.
But I have seen, used to, when it came to conspiracy theories, like in 2012.
Well, now they're just talking about the lab leak thing. They're like, that's true now. They're like, remember, did you see Tulsi Gabbard's coming out like all these bio labs that she found and stuff? It's like, yep, of course, we all knew that.
Yeah, like,
of course.
And
like we knew that fucking, once COVID started kicking off, but like when you really like looked into this stuff, you know what I mean? It was like, yeah, it's fucking secret bio labs where they're like,
well, I mean, look at this. If we've got bomb technology that's went up so much,
yeah,
something that everybody's shut up about since the Cold War has been biological
warfare.
Yeah, biological warfare. They've absolutely just shut up about it.
Oh yeah.
The closest thing to even talking about biological warfare is some kind of zombie movie.
Yeah.
And that's technically not, like, I guess there are some of them.
I told you I was writing this story about how, like, basically about how the government was experimenting with a virus that, that gets out or whatever. And I was like, maybe that's too like fantastical. Yeah, it's too fan.
Well, no, I mean, they did something like that.
This was pre-COVID. Once COVID hit, I was like, no, that's on the money.
Yeah,
like I'm too on the money. People are gonna be like, oh, you did that because of COVID, right? Like, no, I had this idea before COVID.
This was a pre-COVID idea.
Yeah, like, I swear to God.
Boy, I tell you what, that was something wild though. COVID, like during all that mess, there was some wild mess going on during COVID.
Well, I've been watching Sister Wives with Cody going wild with all his COVID precautions. It's been cracking me up. He's so back and forth.
Hey, yeah. I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, I want to say something, but I don't want somebody watching it and it ruin it. But like, yeah.
Well, I think I'm right on the episode where he gets COVID. He's about to get COVID, I think. Him and Robin get COVID. I think Robin actually does have to go to the hospital, right?
How could you be a man of 4 families and act like a vagina con?
I don't know.
Because there is certain situations where I'd just be like, shut up and sit the fuck down.
I think not going to the daughter's surgery thing and
that right there is what ended that.
Yeah. That
okay. Like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because this ain't ruining nothing.
Yeah.
Christine was being a good mom during that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just her being a good mother. I don't hate her at all for that.
No.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't imagine it. Because
I can't see anything. Oh, yeah, you've got 19,000 kids. Well, quit screwing 4 different women. Well, and maybe you wouldn't have a whole fucking zoo of family.
But one of them has like this life, I'm going to say this huge medical procedure they have to have. It's like they have to have it. And you're using COVID as the excuse why you can't go. It's just like such a pussy reason. Like,
yeah,
oh my
like
gosh.
No.
Like, bro, who cares? Like, just quarantine or do whatever you need to do. But like, oh God, and when we found out finally that like the nanny that was going back and forth, and I guess I looked it up, and that's who they got COVID from was the nanny too. So it was like. Of course, like
if they would have smoked cigarettes.
Well, that's what I don't get is if you are in this whole thing with sister wives where you were supposed to have these other women in your life. Why do you need a nanny? And it's COVID, so you're just all at home. Why do you you're both at home? Why do you need a nanny for?
Yeah.
You got 2 small children and a baby. Like Christine had 7 small kids, and she was pregnant, and she was still homeschooling all of them at the beginning of the show. Like that.
Well, wait, you're talking. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Robin.
Yeah, I'm talking about Robin. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Robin.
Well, I'm talking about comparing Robin to Christine. Like Christine in the beginning was like,
well, no, just look at Robin's house.
yeah,
Right now, go through Robin's house and look at Robin's house. She's got paintings that's worth $3,000 to $5,000 in there,
wow,
just in the hallways.
See, I haven't really
Like saying, like that's what I'm saying. Once you do the money on it and stuff
Yeah.
like that, Robin has just as much as all 3 of the others combined.
right, yeah.
Now, one of them, Mrs. Catfish, I can't fucking blame. And not only that, but if I hear catfish one more fucking time, like,
oh yeah, it turned out
yeah,
good. Sometimes when it goes to her and it cuts to her and it's just like they're all talking about everything and it cuts to her and her hair will be like it'll be all in every which way. And she'll be like, well, I haven't talked to Cody in a long time.
yeah,
She sounds so fucking whacked out, man.
she is whacked out. Wait until you see what she's about to do. She is whacked out.
Oh my god!
The
It gets
only-
better than the catfish scandal.
Huh?
It gets better after the catfish scandal.
No, it's like she's reaping the fruit that she sowed.
Yeah.
Like through the whole catfish thing and stuff like that. I don't mean it bad. If I was Cody, I'd be like, I'm gonna cut you this, and then you're gonna cut out.
Yeah.
All right? Because the daughter.
I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, it's like she did that because she was looking for affection somewhere else. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, why are you still staying in this? I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, like-
you know what I mean? But Cody, it's like he doesn't mind to just put these women on ice though.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just fuck Robin, I guess, and put you on ice. But it's like,
But the other girl should have seen it. Okay? I don't mean it bad right now. But let's say me and you was in the opposite situation.
Yeah.
All right? And you've got 3 guys that's fucking 40 years old.
Yeah.
And then we invite somebody in that's 28. Who do you think's going to get more fucking done?
Yeah. It's just
I mean,
obvious. It's
like
just
even
obvious.
on a guy's level, that'd be the same.
Yeah, it's obvious. That's just wild, man. And they tried to use like the well, Robin's following all the COVID stuff. That's why she's the good wife. Oh God, okay, all right. But that's like all these other kids are like adult kids. They're going out into the world. They don't want to like just put their lives on pause. You know, it's just so ridiculous, man.
It gets to be a whole thing. Like I've sit down and I've had like 2-hour debates. Like I watched that show with my mom, and like
Yeah.
I've had 2-hour debates with her
about it.
about like why Cody's in the wrong for something, but he wasn't in the wrong for something else.
Right, yeah. There's sometimes where I do feel like he is in the right about certain things, especially when it came to like Mary and stuff.
Exactly. No, that's honestly that's the only part where I'll say he's in the right.
Yeah.
I was against him with the whole thing, with the way he acted about his kid. He should have fucking been there.
Yeah.
And not only that, but that kid wanted him there, asked for him there.
That's exactly right around that time is where he really starts to lose me as like having a little bit of empathy for him. You know what I mean? It's
like that right there is uncalled for.
yeah.
Now the whole way he handled the catfish situation, he should have like literally put his boot on and put it right up her ass.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean that bad, but like you're gonna sit there and like everybody sit there and so to say share pot wealth,
Yeah.
like, and you're gonna sit there and act like that. I would have cut her off too quick to talk about. And I would have sent her down the damn road on the couch.
You're right, yeah. You know, a lot of people think that Robin had something to do with that because Mary would make comments like, "How did he know what I was wearing and stuff?" And he would like, he would know what like what outfit I had on a certain day, and it makes you wonder like, was Robin like communicating, or I've heard somebody say that could have been her daughter because like her daughter was like really weird around that about the whole situation. Was like really angry at her mom. Like maybe she somehow was like communicating with the catfish.
I think it's more would be more acceptable for like.
But who knows? I mean, I don't know.
I can't think of what the dude's name is, but the one that went went trans and came back as Sam or something.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
talking about. Leon. That's
Yeah.
her Mariah, the daughter.
Yes.
That's her daughter. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying because.
I think it's more likely that it's Mariah or Mariah's like
Well,
other half.
it just makes you wonder. Yeah, it makes you wonder. I'm not sure
Because Mariah seems like she hates everybody.
it does. She
Whenever,
does seem like she's just against everybody. Yeah.
Like I think as far as since you're already at COVID, you saw where they went to like DC for that Pride Fest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already seen that.
And it seemed like Mariah just wanted to walk off and leave her multiple times.
Oh yeah, she did for
like,
sure.
Mariah just went out there and did her own fucking thing.
Which
and then
you can tell it's just like on a certain degree, it's like I almost can understand. It's like growing up on a reality TV. I can see how you might want to destroy your identity and like try to become someone else kind of in a certain way. But like, I can't imagine that, how the effect that has on you. You know what I mean? To a certain degree. But I mean, you can see like that it had some effect on her. I think the whole thing, it put so much pressure on her because she was the only child of Mary, and Mary didn't have any more kids, and Janelle and Christine kept popping out kids, and it made Mary feel a certain way. So it made, the daughter Mariah feel a certain way, and it like that energy just kind of got passed on to her. You know what I mean?
Bitterness of the generation.
Yeah, really. And then you hear, we find out. I know we're talking about sister-wives a lot. We find out that what's her name? Mary wouldn't allow the kids to go through her house to get through the other house. She literally wouldn't allow them to go through. She was like, I'm busy. I don't want a bunch of kids running through. But it's like, oh yeah, because you don't have kids, right? You only have the one, right?
I'm trying to text this guy.
I'm trying to text this guy who's a girl, which is weird because it's weird, man.
And then she wanted people to feel sorry for her. That's the part that blows my mind. Is with the whole catfishing bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, she goes to it, she's like, yeah, they just sit there and lied to me. Like, yeah, but see, it's kind of funny.
But they lied to you because, like, they could only get their hooks in because there's something
She
there.
she got a divorce supposedly in the name of good. That way Robin could become the wife.
Right, so he could, like, adopt or something. It was, like, part of that whole thing.
Yeah.
And, but you could tell that she took that a certain way for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she ever wanted to do it. I don't really ever think she did. Like, I think she just did it because Cody did it. Or Cody wanted it. She was just like, whatever he wants on a certain level. But I don't think Mary. I don't think she was ever fully okay with it. You know what I mean?
I don't think she's okay with it because I think what happened is she started talking about it.
Yeah.
She started talking about the reason why, and I think at that point she wanted it. But that was before she figured out that the catfish was that she was being catfished.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and then she figured out she was being catfished, and at the last moment, whenever they went to go do it, already had plans to go do it and stuff like that.
Oh, well, yeah, there's pictures of them at Disney World with her and the girl together where Mary went to supposedly go meet up with Sam, the guy, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, she was looking to go fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like, for sure, yeah. I feel like that's definitely obvious. God, that was something funny I was going to talk about. I don't know if I should tell this story or not, but it's a good one.
What you got?
Well, shit. I don't know if I should tell that one or not. That's because I was telling it to Kat the other day, and she was like, "That's gay."
Let's pass it.
But it's pretty funny though. When I was like a teenager, I remember we went all like, God, no, I guess we're like 19, no, maybe 18. Mm-hmm. We all went out to shit. Okay, we might have been younger than that. It might have been like 16, 17. We went all out to like Cosby to camp for a week, I remember. And it was like 6, 7 of us. We're all out there. And I remember at one point, I don't know why, but I just remember I was in the tent and I was like, it's been too long, guys. I need some privacy. I need to jerk off in the tent. And it was a big tent. And for some reason, I don't know why. I don't want to point any fingers. But Terry was also like, well, I want to jerk off in the tent too. I don't know why. So we were in the tent together.
We had our backs to each other.
Yeah, so it wasn't gay. I mean,
if it's a big tent, it had a partition.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically like it had separate rooms. You know what I mean? It was like you couldn't talk to each other. We made a deal, no talking.
Could you hear his beats per minute and get jealous that he was going faster or something?
I just remember thinking afterwards, like, why couldn't we like at least take turns? Like, we didn't have to like.
Wait a minute, I want to masturbate now too.
It's like he didn't want it to be sullied. He was like, well, if it's going to be sullied, that's going to be at the same time.
Oh, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I just remembered that from the other day.
I would have just went out in the woods by myself. Like,
and turned off in the woods?
I mean, like, yeah.
I guess so. I remember I pissed on the fire on the campfire one morning too, and everybody was like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" Just reeked of piss. Destroyed all the coals. It's like, oh, I thought that's how you put it out.
Oh, that's how you put it out. That's funny. All your internal camping techniques felt like just went. You're like, I don't know anything about camping after that trip. I thought we pissed on fires and jacked off in the tent. Like,
jacked off in the tent.
Like, are these for sleeping?
I remember it was the cold. We looked it up. It was the coldest day of the year that we were out there on one of the nights.
Oh, you're fucking stupid. You're up in fucking Cosby, the coldest fucking day of the year. You're fucking stupid. And then you're trying to, and what you think about is jacking off in a tent.
We didn't know. Well, when you're in survival mode,
when you're in survival mode, go fucking kill something and eat it.
I just remember
we're getting ready to die, man. I've got to go be off.
This would be the last time. I remember. Yeah, it was so cold. We like literally had to like fucking like huddle up next to each other for warmth and like share body heat. It was that fucking cold. And I remember the next morning, everybody was outside and they were really like quiet. And I remember I woke up. And I was like, it was so cold it hurt to move, you know. And I just like poked my head out of the tent and I went, "Good morning."
You were obviously the caboose. You were obviously the caboose.
Oh God, that was hilarious.
As far as the top bun and the rest of the meat of the sandwich that you all made,
yeah,
they were feeling some type of way out there.
Yeah, they didn't like that. Later on, they liked that. That was funny, but not at the time. No.
Yeah, they're like, I'm just gonna freeze my shit.
I like camping though. It's pretty fun. Do you have any fun camping stories?
No, I really ain't been camping that much. Like, I don't mind a camp and stuff like that. It's just I don't see the point in it. Like, and I don't mean nothing bad when I say that.
If you had kids and stuff, you probably would.
I mean, yeah, I'd want to go out there and like get them away from their phone and stuff like that. Like the phones would have to stay in the fucking cars and stuff like that. Like, I could see now because of technology why camping would be such an essential. But back then, like whenever I was growing up, like I didn't see the real necessity of it. Like, we had to save up to go buy a bunch of shit to go camping, and
it's just like you're living. It's like you're
really only used it once.
Living poor on purpose.
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean,
and it costs money. for the tents and the food.
And not only that, but if you're going to go out there and like actually live it up camping, like the money that would go into that, it's not worth it. Like,
oh yeah, like the glamping type.
no, not even glamping, because I mean that brings on a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like, let's take you all camping, okay? And let's say you all said a week. So let's say you all took up there 3 coolers of meat.
Yeah.
Okay, just 3 coolers of meat for you all to eat.
Right.
All right, and then you had 1 cooler with bullshit for sides. All right.
I know we had a bunch of bullshit. It was a bunch of crackers and hot dogs.
Yeah, just trash.
Trash, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you went over, like, some people, they'll eat like kings whenever they go over there. Be like, we're going to have burgers tonight. Like, and then they get fucked up the whole time. They're pretty much drunk for a week straight.
I don't want to take that kind of shit out there. Like a burger.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I want to eat kind of light. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That like a lot of people, whenever they go camping and stuff like that, they want to make sure they take enough beer to stay fucked up the whole time.
Yeah.
If you're talking about staying fucked up for a whole fucking week, that's a lot of goddamn beer.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of beer.
Like, because by the end of the week, you're going to be drinking twice as much to get half as far, like, as you would be in the beginning of the week.
That reminds me of Kayla being drunk as hell in the whenever we went out
the tunnels,
the cave.
The cave.
There were tunnels in the cave. That was a creepy cave, man. I wish we could go back out there and like explore it though.
That's something you'll never get me to do.
It was crazy.
You are more likely to get me to tree swing in Brazil at 5,000 feet up.
To go back to that creepy ass
and
cave.
than to get me to go underneath the earth and get fucking stuck and die.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I am too fucking big for that shit.
It was creepy. And there was like parts of it where you had to like crawl and then like on your belly, and then there was like a big like hole that you had to like walk around. It was like deep and black. And then you get to this room and with all the faces and mud. It was creepy, man. And then Caleb's ass like was getting lost, and as we're leaving the cave, he's like, "I don't know which way we go." It's like, that's not who you want as your tour guide. A drunk.
That's not who you want taking the lead in any situation.
No. And then we got out in the woods, and he's like, "I don't know where we are in the woods. It's dark now." I was like, "Oh shit!" At that point, I was like, "I have to leave, or I'm gonna kill him." You know what I mean?
I've been in situations like that.
Like, I just have to leave and get out, and I'm gonna move the car closer.
I think, honestly, the closest thing I like to do about camping, and I guess you can do it while you're camping, and if that was the only time I did it, I guess then yes, I would like camping because I really love to do this. But if you've never been night fishing, that's something all in itself.
No, I've never been.
That is an experience in itself.
I haven't been fishing since I was like a kid. But
well, night fishing, okay, like the big shit comes out at night. All right. The biggest, honestly, the best time to fish is between 12 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the morning. Or, yeah, 12 o'clock in the morning, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah. Like, would you...
0 hour to 600 hour.
It would be nice to have, like, just even like an acre of land that you could go out and have like a pond that you could fish on.
Oh, dude, like, if I was a millionaire right now, I wouldn't spend it on anything else but land.
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend it on jack fucking shit else. I wouldn't buy a fucking bolt for a Ferrari.
We could just build the houses we want and have the land. I mean, the land for kids to play on and shit. That's awesome.
And with the stuff I've been looking up on magnets and stuff now, like, you can make your own fucking energy, like, especially in a commune style.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen multiple setups, like, but pretty much all it is like get a bunch of magnets, face a certain way, stick them to a fan, and then get some magnet poles and face them the opposite way. That fan will just sit there and turn on its own. Mm-hmm. And then like hook that to a generator. The electricity generated off of it can be enough. It can be enough to power a house.
Yeah. And
it's eternal energy because it's off those fucking magnets.
Oh, that's cool.
Like you can make stuff at home with magnets. Yeah. Like, if you're going to get poor, like, if you have to live poor, like, off the grid, go get you a fuck ton of magnets.
There's ways to be ingenious about it and get free energy. for sure.
Magnets is honestly going to help us even in the future when we got to fight these fucking robots that
these AI robots.
Dude, I'm not lying. Like you go break down an MRI machine, take those fucking magnets out and let a robot walk in between them.
Yeah.
That motherfucker will be so damn fried, you look like a damn egg.
Have you seen all the alien disclosure stuff that's still coming out? There's just like so much stuff coming out now. But it's like I don't know if it's misinformation or if it's like who knows, But
what if it's all just to boost that damn Steven Spielberg movie?
It could be, yeah. It could be just like viral marketing shit. I mean, who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like, I do think there's truth to it, but it's hard to dig out the truth because of how much.
Okay, here's my feeling. When it comes to that alien stuff, mathematically, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I heard this interesting thing, but go on.
If you're going to believe that there's so much in the cosmos,
yeah,
okay, multiple universes, multiple planets in multiple universes,
yeah,
so on and so forth, and I'm talking about to the
trillions of
yes.
planets.
If all that is actually there, because I'm getting to the point where I don't believe it unless I see it. And the closest thing I have is the Hubble zoomed in telescope picture. Like, yes, there is other things and whatnot, but I don't know. There's so much fake stuff going on. Like,
right at this point, like anything can be doctored, so it's hard.
Exactly, anything. And like, I don't know what they've doctored in the past and stuff like that. Like, but
I think the Foo Fighters during World War II have to be real because it's like that was a time where too much was going on that they couldn't quiet that,
mm-hmm.
And all the different pilots reported, "Hey, we're seeing shit."
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're ignorant to think if we're the only person. Like, if the universes, like space is as big as they say it is, there's no way that there's that many separate planets, stars, and so on, and we are the only living beings in there.
Right.
Now, I'm not getting into like where we came from, how we came from, or anything like that. And I'm just basing this on an if, okay? Yeah. Because I have yet to go into upper atmosphere, okay? And like, I have been stuck on the ground, and I have to trust what somebody else says, and that's what I'm trying to say is my trust is pretty much gone in what somebody else says.
At this point.
At this point.
Yeah.
And like, so when somebody's like, trust me, there's a whole universe up there.
Maybe.
Like, okay, but like, if you take a picture of the moon from Earth, there's stars behind it. But if you take a picture of the Earth from the moon, there's no stars behind it.
Yeah. So
something's being doctored there because if the universe is infinite from all sides, there should be stars from all sides. Yeah. Like, so, and I know that for a fact because I looked it up. Now, they went through and AI generated certain pictures, and you could tell that it's AI generated, where they have put stars behind Earth and stuff like that. But if you look up any picture from 2018 prior, you will not see one star behind Earth, like from a supposable moon picture.
That's interesting.
Not one fucking star.
Yeah.
And so there's a lie there somewhere. I don't know what it is.
Right.
Have we been to the moon? I'm not sure. Some people say no because of the Van Allen belt. But, I'm not getting into that. Like, is the universe as big as it is and stuff like that? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell lives in the fucking ground, like in the oceans.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like everybody's like, oh, there's megalodons in the oceans. Yo, it could be a lot worse than that, fam.
It could be aliens from our
like
past.
All that crap you saw in Jurassic Park, like Mosasaurus and stuff like that. It could be something along those lines.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of shit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's. They always say it always. Whenever we move like nuclear stuff around, they say there's always like activity around that too.
Probably
it makes you wonder, like,
You talking about like UFO activity?
Yeah, or something, some type of activity. If it's UFOs or like some type of
Yeah, they're probably watching us. That's probably the reason why we haven't nuked each other. Because God knows we can't a person can't stand a person long enough to want to keep them alive.
yeah, right.
So it ain't that like. So it's got to be some outside force saying, "Do it, and I'll cook the whole planet."
Right. There was something I was going to bring up. That was I can't remember now. Fuck. Hey, how long did it say it was on? Did you look?
Another homosexual story.
I got more homosexual. I told them about the time that me and Terry jerked off in the tent together.
105.
Oh, okay, good. We'll talk for a little longer.
Hush.
Shh.
You can edit that out, right?
Yeah.
Just close the door.
We're talking about alien. Oh, I remember what it was. I was listening to this guy was talking about how, some people believe that it's possible we came from Mars, basically. Like there was like a civilization there. There's a lot of like, scientists and stuff will kind of poo-poo that basically. But it's funny how, a lot of scientists will believe that, yeah, there's probably aliens out there all around, different kinds of aliens, but not on Mars. But it's just like, why is it so easy to believe that there could be aliens everywhere out in the world in the universe, but not like on the planet right next to the planet that we do know has life? You don't think that there might be something to that? You know what I mean? It's just interesting. They just immediately kind of dismiss that when it's like, kind of seems like if there was going to be life somewhere, it would be probably on the place right next to the place that has life. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff too.
Did you say there's something about pyramids on Mars or some shit?
Yeah, or is it the moon or something? It was like pyramids. No, I was gonna bring that up, but yeah, there was something I was watching that was talking about pyramids on. I don't remember if it was the moon or Mars, but it was like maybe it was the moon because it was like the dark side of the moon. Like why we don't see the dark side of the moon is because there's like pyramid structures that resemble the pyramids on Earth or something, and it was like some wild shit.
I've heard so many theories on it, like,
but it's cool to think about. So, a lot of these, conspiracy theories are kind of cool to like at least get your mind thinking about certain things. God, there was another. I should tell that story about how the first time that I met, because I feel like this generation of kids now would never do this. Like maybe they would, but like when I needed to get weed back in the day, and I was like 19, 20, and I knew this guy, the Mike guy I talked about earlier that I went to the crack dealer's house with. But I knew he knew this weed dealer, right? And I was like, I really wanted to get in touch with this weed dealer. And Stormy. So, and I knew where he lived, but I didn't have his phone number. And
you didn't just show up.
I did just show up.
Jesus Christ! I feel like you didn't get shot.
I know. I didn't. And you know what? It was at a trailer park too.
Oh, that's even safer. Like that makes it okay.
Just walked right up. Hey, can I'd like to buy some marijuana? I mean, but he was just like, so, it was so funny too. I think at the time he didn't have any or anything, but he was like, you know what? I'm going to give you my number though. Cause like, that's just incredible. I can't believe you even did that. Like,
yeah, honestly, I've never even heard of anything like that.
That takes some balls.
It really fucking does.
You know, Mike? Yeah, I know Mike. I don't know you though. How, what? Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
How old was Mike?
Mike was like 2 or 3 years older than us. But we just knew him from work.
Like, because Annie's old weed guy was Mike.
Yeah. Well, the name of the dealer was actually Josh. What's so funny too is I remember one time I took my ex there, Kelly, and and I was like, just wait in the car. And I went in the house and I came back out and she was hiding in the floorboards. Or the floorboards. She was hiding under the dashboard of the car. I don't know why.
That's crazy. Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Wow.
I was like, what's going on? She was like, no.
She must have been very sheltered. Really? I mean, she must have.
I guess so. I don't know.
'Cause that's crazy.
She was a bit shy for sure. I was
Yeah,
like,
that is some crazy shit.
I was in there for like 10 minutes. Like, she must have heard a car backfire or something.
There's a Crown Vic that went beside her, and she's like, "Nope, getting in the floor.
Nope, get to the floor.
If I don't see it, it didn't happen."
It was better than well. I remember before that, the guy I had to get weed from was this guy named Fish. Yeah.
That
Kind
sounds
of
really
fish.
reliable.
Oh God, he was an asshole. He was a dickhead. I mean, he was a few years older than me, and I met him at work, and he was like, just cocky and just arrogant and just for no reason. He was hideous looking. He was tall, but who goes by the nickname Fish? First of all,
Yeah.
that's a self-imposed nickname he
Did he
had.
look like a fish?
A little.
Like, did he have a fish face?
I don't know. I don't know where he got it from. Oh, I'm trying to see what Monday's phone did. Oh, it's like some update thing.
Good.
It might not be recording anymore. No. I think it's still it. Well, shit, I don't know. It's hard to tell on this phone.
The square will be big,
The square will be big.
or the circle will be highlighted in red.
It's like there's a little red circle and an outer white circle. Does that mean it's still recording? Does that mean it's off? I think it means it's off. Yeah, it means it's off. Okay. I think it clicked off just a second ago, though. We'll figure it out. If it did, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll just finish the story about this fish guy. Yeah, this guy. So I remember one time, or like the first time I went to go buy weed from him, I had to go meet him at his apartment, and there's like a party going on. There's a bunch of random people there, and like the whole time he's like mumbling, and because I'm like, well, okay, I need like a quarter, and he's like, it's gonna be a buck. Like what? It's gonna be a buck. I'm sorry. What are you saying? He said. I find out he's saying it's going to be a buck. Is what he was saying.
Mm.
It's going to be
What does that
100.
mean?
100, I guess.
Wow.
But just needlessly, just not.
That's the first sign of a bad dealer.
Yeah.
Is they
We're
change
in
the
your
price.
apartment.
If you have to quote the price every fucking time,
Yeah, we're in your apartment. Why were you whispering it to me? Like, just tell me. And then I don't know if it was like the second time I went over. Maybe it was the second time, but I came over and he goes to show me his AK-47. He's like pointing his gun at me with this fucking AK-47. Yeah. I don't even know if it's loaded. I don't know.
that would have been my last trip.
Oh, I didn't go back over it very much often, but I had to like play it off like it was totally cool too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna let this guy know. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him know he's like scary, like, or even like somewhat intimidating.
It's not scary. He's stupid.
Yeah, he's just dumb. Like, we're in an apartment. What are you gonna do? I know you're not gonna shoot me. You're like, what are you doing, bro? But then I remember the last time. I think I only went over there a couple more times. But one of the last like dealings I had with him was really I was dating this girl, and I found out
All right.
I was dating this girl, and I found out that she told me, she was like, "Yeah, I dated a guy you worked with one time." I was like, "Who?" She's like, "This guy named Fish." I was like, "No." I was so disgusted by that.
Who was that?
this girl named Karina
Oh.
or something like that. I can't remember her name.
Korea.
I can't remember her name exactly. I'm sorry. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
His phone did good. It did. It did like an update thing for a second. So I don't know if it got like maybe a couple minutes. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
But seriously, check that show out.
Oh, that what's it called again? The Monster Hunt?
Monster Quest, but
Monster
it's not
Quest.
the same one as the old one.
Okay. Good stuff. We'll wrap it up because I want to see how much we got on that. That was a good episode. I can't wait to see how it turns out with the
Honey, you gotta say goodbye.
Okay.
You just
Goodbye.
Get up and walk.
Goodbye.
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 You have to start to run.
Well, I'm not stopping.